Alright guys, welcome back once again. So, not very often that you see me do two updates in one day today. We already explained a bit of the Destiny 2 sequel, which is still going to be coming out in 2017 for the 5 platforms. But on this video right here, we're going to be explaining a little bit more about the sequel and the Activision earnings update from 2016. So, here's the update here. Activision has elaborated a bit further about the new Destiny sequel, and according to the CEO, Eric Hirschberg, he reiterated this quote here, on track and release for this fall. He also stated that we got a big reveal planned, and we're going to let the game do most of the talking, but I'll give you some broad strokes. Now, he also quoted that I think that our team and our great partners here at Bungie are doing a very nice job on two fronts here. Now, the first one, if you're one of the millions of players who's really invested into the first Destiny game, and have put a lot of hours and passion into the game, you're going to love this game, and there's a lot more of what you'll love here. Now, for anyone who hasn't even tried Destiny or played in a while, we think that a sequel is going to have a lot of love for them too as well. The cornerstone of that is a great cinematic story that's been a real focus with a great cast of memorable, relatable characters, which is coupled with some very nice ways to make the game more accessible to a casual player. Now, without losing anything that our core players love, we made it more accessible to someone who just wants to have a great, more casual first-person action experience. So there you have it. So again, Destiny 2, like I said, is slated for release later this year. As I explained in the last video, between November 4th and the 18th, it's called Destiny 2 Forge of Hope. And again, we don't know if it's legit or not, but we'll find out later on this year or when E3 happens. Now, here's the big news here. The latest earnings report from Activision Blizzard today. They reported their earnings from the fourth quarter and the full year, which ended back on New Year's Eve. Now, the company didn't share any sales numbers for the games, and eventually there were some notable takeaways as well. So, as mentioned, we already mentioned that the full sequel to Destiny is still on the schedule for 2017, between November 4th and 18th. D2. According to Activision, the game itself will broaden the franchise's global reach and also receive some add-on content, which we explained in the last video, and the company says it sets the stage for growth. There's a nice looking picture as well. Remember that from The Wretched Eye. Now, back in November 2016, Hirschberg said that the sequel is being designed to both excite our highly engaged current players, but also broaden the appeal even further, which will bring in new fans and bring back the old and returning lapsed fans as well. Okay, now, in case you haven't noticed as well, obviously it comes out for PC, but Bungie is also working on the game alongside the two co-developers working alongside with Activision as well. It's Vicarious Visions and High Moon Studios. Then, yeah, we already explained the two studios there. Now, according to sources from Kotaku, Activision will get a hefty chunk of Bungie studio stock if D2 doesn't come out this year, which, like I said, between November 4th and the 18th of this year, or the first quarter of 2018. Then Bungie employees' stock vesting schedule is also going to be based on game releases, including D2, which will give them major incentives to get the sequel out this year. And as I mentioned from the previous video as well, we're bound to be having our first expansion of Destiny 2 coming out next year, sometime in late 2018. We don't know what that is yet, but more to follow for for a long time. Moving on, Activision also today have confirmed that a brand new, and if you're a Call of Duty fan, ladies and gentlemen, a new game for Call of Duty is coming out this year. Now, we're not sure what it is about, but according to Activision, he said the game will take, and it's in, I quote, take Call of Duty back to its roots. And of course, the newest games for Sit Back in the Future were the earlier games took place back in World War II. Now, the quote might signal a return to that time period, and again, it's not confirmed yet. It's currently on a 3-year, 3-studio development cycle. Of course, Black Ops 3 back in 2015 from Infinity Ward. Oh, sorry, no, correction, from Treyarch, sorry. Black Ops 3 back in 2015 was created by Treyarch, and Infinite Warfare last year made by Infinity Ward, of course. Makes much more sense. So that means the 2017 game for Call of Duty this year will be published by Sledgehammer Games. And of course, Activision has confirmed it and tweeted about the news here. And here's the latest tweet from at Sledgehammer Games. We're honored and excited to bring this year's Call of Duty, or in other words, at Call of Duty if you want to check out their Twitter, to fans everywhere. It's our biggest achievement as game makers, and there's much more to come. And now the big news here. In terms of business performance, Activision/Blizzard has posted a revenue amount of $6.61 billion for 2016, which was compared to the $4.66 billion back in 2015. So, if you do the math here, it's an increase of up around 42%. Now, the company did pull in $4.87 billion in revenue from digital sources, which definitely sets a new record there. And for the fourth quarter, the net revenue was right around just over $2 billion. The actual total there is $2.01 billion, which is also a new record. That compares to $1.35 billion from last year. And here are the final reports here, and eventually the takeaways from the earnings report earlier today. And this will be the last paragraph before we wrap it all up here. Blizzard already has the highest monthly active users, which is at 36 million, which is up 37% from 2015. But for the fourth quarter alone, it's at 41 million, which has monthly active users. And obviously, you guys are not a fan of Infinite Warfare, which is definitely underperformed, as the game, in quotation marks, didn't resonate for a part of the audience. And also, World of Warcraft monthly active users went up 10% in 2016 and more than 20% from the fourth quarter alone, which was very, very good. Hearthstone also has the highest annual monthly active users in 2016, which went up 20% and helped by the main streets of Gachisan expansion from Hearthstone. If you guys are a fan of Skylanders as well, there's going to be a new game coming to mobile devices as well, but not for console this year, sadly. And finally, the revenue from in-game content from Activision slash Blizzard, went up to $3.6 billion during 2016, which was more than double of what they had back in 2015, which eventually only had $1.6 billion. So there you have it, folks. Again, the Activision earnings update just happened at around, I think it was around 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific, I believe. But there you have it. That was the latest news from Destiny 2, the Activision earnings update, and what's in store for both Activision slash Blizzard. So there you have it. That's the update, folks, and that was the earnings report, like I just said. Now again, what do you guys think here? Let me know in the comments section below here, because so far over the last few hours for today, on this very date on February 9th, it has just been mind-blowing and explosive. It's going to be a pretty good year heading into the fall. Well, between now and the fall. So it's going to be fantastic, folks. Definitely getting Destiny 2. And I'm definitely getting the new Call of Duty game as well, so I'll be doing walkthroughs for both of those games as well. Again, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel for more daily content here. I will keep you posted as best as possible. And until next time, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.